If you stand at this exact coordinate and look down this 4,000-foot stone corridor, you are looking at the most terrifying display of mathematical symmetry on Earth. 1,200 massive granite pillars, perfectly aligned across nearly a mile of coastal sand, converging into a single, absolute point with 0 millimeters of human error. No modern lasers, no satellite surveying software. Built over 1,000 years ago on a sinking island surrounded by a brutal ocean. Mainstream history says it's just a place of meditation, but advanced structural physics suggests something entirely different. A highly calibrated linear alignment network designed to channel immense energy waves without losing a single watt of power. Today, we decode the impossible engineering matrix of Rameshwaram.
Let's look at the sheer numbers. The outer corridor stretches for over 1,200 meters. To maintain a perfectly straight line over a distance that vast requires adjusting for the physical curvature of the Earth itself. Yet, when you look down the line, the alignment is so absolute, it creates an optical illusion. If a single pillar drifted by even a fraction of a degree, the visual symmetry would completely shatter at the far end. Why did ancient builders obsess over this zero-tolerance precision? In modern physics, we build long, perfectly symmetrical tunnels to accelerate particles or isolate frequencies. Was this infinite hallway designed as a human walkway? Or was it engineered as a massive linear waveguide, a stone particle track designed to focus ambient magnetic energy?
But the mystery deepens when you look at what's beneath the floorboards. Granite is one of the heaviest stones known to man. This temple complex contains millions of tons of it. Here is the structural anomaly. Rameshwaram Temple is built on a tiny, low-lying island made entirely of loose, shifting coastal sand and marine clay. By all known laws of soil mechanics, a heavy stone fortress built on wet sand right next to crashing ocean waves should have tilted, cracked, or sunk into the sea within decades. Yet, for centuries, it hasn't budged. Our ancestors didn't just stack rocks. They engineered a hidden, subterranean floating foundation matrix, a massive interlocking stone raft that dissipates immense weight evenly across fluid sand. It is a masterpiece of seismic engineering, hidden in plain sight.
If the architecture doesn't baffle you, the chemistry will. Deep inside the temple premises lie 22 sacred wells. Remember, this entire complex is surrounded by the highly saline, salty water of the Indian Ocean. Yet, if you pump water from these 22 wells, the water is completely fresh. Even more bizarre, every single well, despite being separated by only a few feet of stone, possesses a completely unique temperature, distinct mineral taste, and an entirely different density profile. Modern laboratory testing has revealed another paradox. Despite millions of people bathing in these wells every single year, the water samples contain zero bacterial contamination. It is a self-purifying ancient desalination network that functions without electricity.
This island is the launchpad for Ram Setu, the ancient chain of stones connecting India to Sri Lanka. For generations, legends claimed these monumental stones could literally float on water. Mainstream science dismisses this as porous pumice stone, but material scientists analyzing these specific artifacts have noted a terrifying anomaly. Many of these floating stones are not volcanic rock at all. They are dense, heavy blocks of coral and geopolymer. Is it possible our ancestors possessed a lost chemical formula? A method of density manipulation that allowed them to alter the internal crystalline structure of heavy materials, making them buoyant? If they could manipulate the weight of stone, lifting millions of tons of granite onto a sandy island is no longer a mystery.
We are taught that ancient humans lived in a primitive world. But when you look at the perfect symmetry, the floating foundations, and the chemical anomalies of Rameshwaram, the data tells a completely different story. The code is written in stone. You just have to know how to read it. I'm your host for Unsolved. Hit that subscribe button right now, and let's keep decoding the past together.